We've had 3 Spider-Mans in 1 decade, and I binge-watched every single Spider-Man film. Do I feel regret? Not at all. The first 2 Spider-Man films of this decade, the one with Green Goblin and Otto Octavius, not Dr. Octopus, I will never say that name, but those 2 films are classics. Now, and then there's the third one that I think is really good. Spider-Man 3, obviously, it has its downs. Like that scene where it's Peter Parker fighting Venom with his mask off and they're just falling to the ground. You can clearly see it's just CGI. But that's a problem with this entire series, so I'm not going to hold it against that. I'm not going to say anything about that. Sandman is my second favorite villain in this entire series, next to Green Goblin, and this is basically on the same level as Spider-Man 2 for me. You can love Spider-Man 2, but you have to admit it's a lot like it's completely identical to Spider-Man 1. Maybe not exactly, but there is those little oh wait, that happened in the first ones and around there. But still, I really like all 3 of these films. And then I've watched the Amazing Spider-Man film. The Amazing Spider-Man was it was alright. I don't understand. I can understand one criticism where it's about Peter Parker being a jock, but I feel like the main not exactly a jock, but a Chad. But Peter Parker, I can enjoy that because so we're not putting up with the same shite for a full decade. So yeah, I guess there's that. But still, I really like The Amazing Spider-Man. But then there's The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is it's a film. It sort of falls in the middle of this is pretty good and this is absolute bollocks. Mainly because every scene of Green Goblin in it is dreadful. But I personally really like Electro in this film. I feel like his acting is really good. And he's sort of like the Riddler, an overly obsessed fan. But that's basically all the good things I can say about this film. Andrew Garfield is definitely an amazing actor. The only problem I have is that he looks like a 32-year-old man going to high school. The dude has stubbles. But anyway, Amazing Spider-Man is alright. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is confusing because I don't know if it's good or dreadful. But bonus round, Venom. Venom is a film. It sort of comes in the same category as Spider-Man 3, maybe a little worse. I don't necessarily hate this film or dislike it. I really like it. But it's just, how the hell is this a Venom film? This has nothing to do with Venom. Is this meant to be a backstory? Is this meant to be what happens to Venom after he goes on to Spider-Man? And another thing, why does he look like Spider-Man? Is this following the comics where he goes on to Deadpool, then Spider-Man, then all of a sudden he makes his way onto Earth? Is that what they're following here? Why does he look like Spider-Man already? But that's basically all I can say about Venom. Personally, I think it's a really good film. Now back onto Spider-Man. Then there's Homecoming. I love Homecoming. This is my second favorite Spider-Man film. But Homecoming is a brilliant film. Tom is definitely the best actor Spider-Man. I know a lot of people think Toby is, and I can understand that. It's gotta be Tom. He's the only one of all these people that actually look like actually looks like a teenager, because realistically he is. But still, these films have personally really unmemorable characters, except for Mysterio. I'm talking about the Tom ones. That, like, Hawk was his name? No, I forgot his name. I mean, he's a really good actor. It's just he's a really unmemorable villain. But and then there's Far From Home, which is my favorite. Which is my favorite Marvel film. I just said that. Far From Home. I mean, Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel character in comics and films, except for that the animated series. Let's not talk about that. Except for that one that lasted like 2 episodes. I hope it's in a better place. But anyway, long story short, Far From Home is an amazing film. I feel like Mysterion and improve the bad guy, the acting, the characters, they just improve on Homecoming in basically every single way. And yeah, Far From Home is an amazing film. And they're making a new one that's coming out in December. A lot of people are saying that Tom and Andrew are going to be in it. I mean, Toby and Andrew. I don't know how much I believe that, but let me tell you, that would be sick.